I didn't see the punch. The sound that I heard will never leave me.
The two assailants walk off at first and then run off up the street.
People are walking free for 6 years that have done this. That doesn't make any sense.
Whoever that person is was a big problem that night.
Even though police had a video showing them exactly what happened, we will reveal how they made the simplest of blunders. Is that you? Is that you?
I, Matthew John Jeffery.
I, Matthew John Jeffery.
I know a lot of people say it, you know, when people die, how amazing people were.
Take you, Charlotte Louise Bishton.
Take you, Charlotte Louise Bishton.
But he genuinely was like the most amazing human being.
To be my wedded wife.
To be my wedded wife.
Everyone needed a Matt Jeffery because he was just so kind. He was hardworking. He loved, you know, he loved me and the girls, his family, his friends.
I first met Matt at college. We did a mechanical apprenticeship together. Everyone loved him. One of those guys that would do anything for you. If you broke down, you rang Matt. You know, he was the first person on everyone's phone list.
Matt Jeffery was an AA man, a family man with long-standing friendships.
Can I say? Can I say?
Fearless.
Our friend's getting married in a few months' time. His best man organised a trip to Zante in Greece. We exchanged some texts before we left saying, oh, you know, are we too old for this? Matt had a young family and he was a bit sceptical.
The Zante abroad holidays, if you like, that wasn't his cup of tea.
Yeah.
But Matt, being Matt, he came along because it was his friend.
We spent pretty much most of the day at the pool, relaxing, drinking, eating. I remember just laughing pretty much the entire day. The spirits were super high.
Zakynthos, known to Brits as Zante, is a place of high spirits and low inhibitions. As night falls, the main strip in the town of Laganas lights up. Here, nightclubs are interspersed with emergency care units. And the police are never far away. It was May 2019 when the stags from Somerset came here, and on their first night after dinner, of the dozens of choices, they chose a club called Sizzle.
The atmosphere seemed good, but the main thing that stood out to all of us that we still talk about is the fact that we just felt very old and out of place but we sort of made a joke of it, didn't we? We just thought it was funny that we were like the old men club, and it seemed very young.
Also in Sizzle was this group from Essex, shirts off, playing a drinking game at the bar. And here you see Matt Jeffery in a grey t-shirt just arrived in the club. Then the Essex group joined the dance floor.
I looked across the dance floor from where I was at the bar and I just saw like a motion, like it was going back and forward.
CCTV captured a fight breaking out in the centre of the club. No one knows exactly how it started.
And then I sort of saw some arms flailing and things seemed to be kicking off on the dance floor.
Yeah, so we're mostly in the bottom right-hand corner. They're mostly to the left of the screen, opposite us, with their shirts off.
Yeah, that's you in the...
I'm here with the white sleeveless vest.
Yeah.
I then see this guy jump over my shoulder who was working behind the bar. So I follow him in to try and mediate and to pull people apart.
Yeah, you're right in the middle now.
Right in the middle now, get pushed again, get dragged backwards here, and you see me get pushed.
Here, this guy's going to push you.
Yeah, there. Yeah.
So Matt is up in this top hand corner here, stood with myself and another friend.
I say let's go, and then we make our way up to the top right corner of the screen, which would be the exit.
You've all gone now.
Yeah, and I think at this point, the Essex group, there's a sense of, hang on, where are they?
Yeah, this group now, they've regrouped here.
Yeah.
And any second now, they go storming out.
As they came out that club, obviously they were quite clearly looking for a fight. It then just erupted in the street. I remember being punched. At this point, I don't know where Matt was. I'm just leaving, and just almost instantly little pockets of fighting, pushing, shoving, etc. was happening almost all over the street.
What happened next took seconds, but we have a video of it from a bystander. We're going to show some distressing images.
The footage which was filmed exactly at this spot, we're not showing in full at the request of Matt Jeffery's family. But in it, he's clearly stood with his arms open wide, not posing a threat.
Not at all. Not at all. If you want it, they all seen it, mate. They all seen it.
When he is slapped in the side of the head by someone standing here, and then almost immediately punched in the face, falling back, and then the two assailants walk off at first and then run off up the street.
I didn't see the punch. I saw as Matt hit the deck. The sound that I heard will never leave me.
At that time, I saw two people run. Something switched in me and I knew I had to just go and try and catch them.
Mark, seen here in white, ran and tackled one of the attackers to the ground, but then left him with bouncers and returned to his friend.
Credit to the local paramedics. They were there within seconds, and very quickly Matt was then put into the back of an ambulance and taken away.
Having sustained severe brain injuries, he was airlifted to Attica University General Hospital in Athens. His friends contacted his wife Charlotte, who flew to Greece with one of Matt's brothers, Paul.
We didn't see him straight away. We were taken through by two doctors, and they were pretty much very straight to the point and told us there and then that they didn't think that he was going to survive.
He's wired up to all the machines. He's not breathing for himself. His head's all wrapped in bandages. His head was almost twice the size. It was shocking to see him like that. Yeah. And you know, he was motionless.
It took 5 days for medics to conclude Matt's life could not be saved.
We have pictures in our houses. We have pictures in our head, you know, of him, fun-loving Matt, and his smile.
I get it.
You know, which brings us back to how badly he's missed for something so unnecessary.
Charlotte has her memories too. The day before he left for Zante, Matt had tried to get out of a work shift to spend more time with the kids.
I actually remember saying to him, "We've got all the time in the world when you come back," and that was it. And I said, go do your work. We'll be here when you get back.
That's tough.
Yeah, and obviously if I'd ever known, like, you don't know these things are going to happen, but if I'd known you'd never have gone back, I'd never have let him go.
Back in Zante, police had the best evidence you could hope for. CCTV of the build-up and video of the attack itself.
The investigation switched from a violent assault to a killing. The video had circulated quickly. And in the early hours of May the 24th, 2019, 2 men had been arrested here at the Majestic Hotel for the attack on Matt Jeffery. Police identified this man, Adam O'Brien, as the first attacker, and behind him his friend Luke Brownston, who threw the fatal punch, seen here in sizzle looking directly at Matt Jeffery. The 2 men from Essex, photographed here with their friends in another bar in Zante, were charged and released to await trial. But when we began our research into the suspects 6 years on from the attack, both men were still walking free. And we would discover a twist in the story.
Our investigation into what happened here in Zante will reveal a series of police failings, but also a new suspect in the killing of a British holidaymaker.
I think they just thought, we've got our guy, he's an English boy on holiday, and the fact is they got the wrong guy.
On the Greek island of Zante, a man on a stag-do was killed in a mindless attack. The moment was captured on camera, and two British men, Luke Brownston and Adam O'Brien, had been arrested for the killing, but released on bail and allowed to leave Greece.
I couldn't put it to bed and move on, truly move on, until the court case. There was people carry on with their life as normal, and I've lost one of my closest friends.
The victim was 35-year-old Matt Jeffery. Killed in 2019, it took his family 4 years to get his case to court. They crowdfunded, paid for lawyers and for witnesses to fly out. But when they got to the courthouse in Patras in March 2023, it was a blow to discover that the two accused had not turned up.
The fact that the two defendants hadn't shown up was quite sad, really. That then turns, then it gradually tweaks into anger.
The case hinged on a police statement about the moment of their arrest, which said, "We asked them if they had been involved in the incident that took place outside the Sizzle Club, and they answered yes, and that the first one, Adam O'Brien, smacked a compatriot of him, and the second one, Brownston, punched him."
After an 8-hour trial here at the courthouse in Patras on mainland Greece, Luke Brownston, the man who punched Matt Jeffery to the ground, was found guilty of fatal bodily harm with serious intent, the equivalent of a manslaughter charge in Britain. He was sentenced to 12 years in jail. Adam O'Brien was also found guilty as an accomplice and given 10 years.
And this is what you have around here.
But by the time we began our investigation 2 years after the trial, neither Luke Brownston nor Adam O'Brien had spent any time in jail. No extradition papers had been served by the Greeks.
My father's passed away now, unfortunately. He never saw justice. But for my mum, she needs to better close that chapter, and if those people are still out there, that's not a closed chapter for her.
To understand this case, we've examined dozens of court documents, finding a statement to police the day after the attack from Adam O'Brien, in which he doesn't confess. He says, "I didn't touch anyone. I tried to calm them down, only with words." Later, in a written statement for the court in Patras, he adds, "I have no connection with the above criminal act committed by my compatriot, William Locke." Remember, his co-defendant is called Luke Brownston, whose guilt is not in question. But Adam O'Brien is claiming the second attacker in the white shorts isn't him, but another member of the Essex group, this man, William Locke. To examine this claim, let's start with this photo in Sizzle, date stamped on the night of the attack. There is an obvious problem. Adam O'Brien is wearing black shorts. Extradition lawyer Karen Todner now represents Adam O'Brien and explains how he became a suspect.
Very shortly after the incident, the police went to Adam O'Brien's hotel, and they got the video, I believe, and the video showed that the first assailant against Matt Jeffery was wearing white shorts. There is a baggy nylon type material, and they've got a black piping down the side. And they went to Adam O'Brien's room, and there was a pair of white denim cut-off jean shorts on the floor.
Adam O'Brien can be seen wearing those shorts in this picture.
And the police asked the boys, "Who do these shorts belong to?" And Adam O'Brien said, "They're mine." And at that point, they arrested Adam O'Brien and took him to the police station.
Drunken brawls in Zante are not uncommon, but staff at Sizzle remember the attack on Matt Jeffery.
This is where it happened. I spoke to one woman who was working on the door that night, and she says there were tussles all over this street, but there were only 2 people who attacked Matt Jeffery, and they were both captured in the video.
Remember, just after the attack, the man in the white shorts was chased by Mark, but Mark had already encountered him in Sizzle.
You watch the guy in the white shorts, and you see me get pushed.
Here, this guy's going to push you.
Yeah, there.
Yeah.
By the guy I believe is looking at that, the one I chased down the road after the incident where Matt was punched.
And we can see here he's got these white shorts on.
Yeah.
Mark was a key witness in the trial, asked about what and who he saw. Were you shown any photographs of O'Brien? Were you given a kind of like, is this the guy we're talking about?
No.
No. The person who you think was in the white shorts.
Mm.
That was, you were simply told that that was O'Brien?
Yes. If you'd have told me that was Joe Bloggs, I would have said, okay, that's Joe Bloggs, because, you know, you go off an official police statement,
yeah,
and they've said this person is that person in that video, and I agree.
Yeah.
Because, okay, you're telling me, so I don't know them, we've never met.
This is significant. There was no ID parade. Mark says no other photos to make a formal identification. He was just told that this was O'Brien. Back to the photograph in Sizzle. A different member of the group is wearing white shorts. It's William Locke. And there's another photo on the trip of William Locke wearing white shorts with a thin black piping down the side. They look like the ones worn by the assailant in the video. Also, freeze frame here, and a man resembling O'Brien is in black shorts on the other side of the road.
If it isn't him, we would want the right person to be held accountable. The person that punched Matt first from the side, and then that's when Brownson struck the fatal blow, whoever that person is that was on the side was a big problem that night.
The people who could say who was who were the Essex Party. When Adam O'Brien decided to appeal his conviction, his lawyer, Karen Todner, got witness statements from 4 of them, one of them Adam's brother, who was also there. But they all said the same thing. We all immediately identified the person who threw the first punch as William Locke, says one, referring to being shown the video by Adam O'Brien's Greek lawyer while they were still on the island. I can confirm the 2 men walking away are Luke Brownston and William Locke, says another. I can definitely identify the 2 people who threw punches at Matthew Jeffery as Luke Brownston and William Locke, says a third.
I think the main failing was that the Greek police failed to take witness statements from any of the group. By not taking those witness statements, they allowed William Locke to leave Zante, and he left within 48 hours of the incident taking place.
Karen Todner hired a facial mapping expert. In his report, he calls the man in the video Person Y, comparing him to photos of Mr. Locke. It finds skin tone, build, forehead height and slope all similar. Brow ridge, eyebrows, nose root, similar. Shape of mouth, chin and ears, all similar. Both have flat rears to their heads, both similarly toned hair. It says I conclude there is strong support to the contention that Person Y and Mr. Locke are the same person. With O'Brien it's the opposite. The images don't match. There is strong support to the contention that Person Y and Mr. O'Brien are not the same person.
In my view, the video clearly shows that William Locke hits Matt Jeffery, which results in him being vulnerable, putting his head down to protect himself, at which point Luke Brownston, who is the second assailant, then hits him, punches him quite hard, and at that point Matt Jeffery hits the ground, and clearly you can hear the banging of his head on the pavement. In legal terms, it would undoubtedly be called joint enterprise.
In December 2024, this evidence was put before an appeal court, again here in Patras, but Adam O'Brien's conviction was not overturned. Instead, the court accepted a secondary argument that his involvement in Matt Jeffery's death was less serious, so his 10-year jail term was reduced to a 3-year suspended sentence.
Again, while the family and friends of Matt Jeffery turned up to the Greek court to contest the appeal, just like the first trial, Adam O'Brien was absent.
Maybe there's a fear that if I
travel abroad, I won't be coming home. I do get that. Equally, I think if it was me personally, I would have gone. I would have collected all the evidence to say it wasn't me.
Adam O'Brien didn't attend court, and we've approached him, but he's chosen not to take part in our investigation. But that doesn't mean he is guilty. And when you look at the evidence, it does suggest that this is not him in the video. And the facial mapping expert concludes that there is strong support that it is William Locke.
So, along with the criticisms of the police investigation made in this film, we presented the facial mapping evidence to the police here in Zante. We've also written to the prosecutors, but the police and prosecution have not responded. Adam's parents have given us a statement. It says, "Our family would like to give condolences to Matt Jeffery's family. We cannot imagine what they're going through, and our hearts truly go out to them. Our son is innocent and was wrongfully accused. Despite overwhelming evidence, including a clear video of the fight outside the club, the Greek authorities still pushed to convict our son of a crime he did not commit."
We wouldn't want an innocent person to go to prison for a crime they haven't done. We can only hope that if they've got the ability to clear his name, then they can get the correct person convicted for assisting in this crime.
I do think that William Locke should face proceedings in the UK.
You think it should be a UK police investigation?
Yes. Yeah, I do.
It was time to find both Luke Brownston and William Locke. 2 years after he was sentenced to 12 years for manslaughter, Luke Brownston hadn't served a single day of it. But in April, during the making of this film, we were in Somerset when we got news that Brownston had been arrested. That same day, I went to see Charlotte Jeffery. Luke Brownston had been working on this Essex building site when officers came for him and took him to Colchester Police Station. From here, he'd been taken directly to Westminster Magistrates Court to decide whether he could get bail to await extradition. I'd sent a team to the magistrates where Luke Brownston's friends and family had come to the hearing. What can you tell us?
He has not been granted bail. He is being remanded in custody. The judge was very robust and said, due to the seriousness of the warrant, that he would be remanded in custody.
So the bottom line is he's in jail.
Yeah.
He's in jail.
Good news.
How's that feel?
Yeah, no, it's good.
Which leaves William Locke. After Matt Jeffery's death, he was convicted as part of a major drug dealing gang. Some of his associates also faced firearms charges. He was given a 6-year sentence, but has since been released and is living back in Colchester. So we want to give William Locke an opportunity to respond to the allegations. I brought this with me. It's an image of the man walking away from the scene, and inside is the facial mapping report. We've come to Colchester really just to give this to William Locke and put to him these allegations that he is this man. In the early hours, he emerged to drive to work. I want to ask you about the death of Matt Jeffery. Were you involved in the fatal assault of Matt Jeffery, Mr. Locke? Can I give you this? Mr. Locke, can I give you this? Is that you? Is that you? Were you involved in the assault of Matt Jeffery? Mr. Locke, can you take this? Okay. Just stand away. Can I give you this? We've also written to Luke Brownston, in jail while his extradition case continues through the courts. We've had no response. On the island of Zante, the party goes on. The same clubs line the strip, and the police remain on hand for the next drunken brawl. It's something British holidaymakers have a reputation for, not just here in Zante, and those getting involved often don't, in the heat of the moment, consider the consequences.
It's an island renowned for drunken behaviour, and people will not be thinking about the impact of their actions.
I mean, you don't realise how fragile life is until something like this happens. Like, 1 minute someone's there, next minute they're gone, and it only takes one punch.
think twice before you go out throwing punches and being violent, because it's not going to get you anywhere.